Hi everyone. Welcome for a second episode here with Dig This One podcast, and not better than welcome our guest for today. It's Cooper Robinson, one of the best outsides in the country. Currently, I would say probably in the list for U.S. national team, at least in my opinion. Um, and I wanted to just give Cooper a couple minutes to introduce himself, say a little bit more about him and his career and everything. Welcome, Cooper.
Thank you for having me, Miguel. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm Cooper. I grew up in the Pacific Palisades. I went to Loyola High School. Played volleyball since I was 8 years old. Started on the beach. My uncle was an Olympian, so I was always at his beach volleyball camps. Didn't start playing club until I was 12. Got cut a couple times, and then figured it out, and luckily was able to make my way to UCLA and love it here. And we'll see where the future takes me. But I'm excited to be on the little podcast or whatever.
Yeah, no worries. First, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to have you. I did start this podcast to share more about people like you, people that ended up going through like a full time of possibly getting cut or getting cut. Like I had the same situation. Obviously, I'm not at UCLA, so I cannot even say anything about that. But uh, it's great to have you. It's great to see that even in the place where you are right now, it's just a lot of stuff can happen. Like Dylan mentioned before, he also like had moments of going up and down and stuff. So it's pretty cool. So I'll have a couple of questions for you. The first is more related to the U.S. national team. As you know, you're having amazing stats this year. UCLA is doing pretty good, and also because of you, I've been watching a couple of games, and it's kind of incredible. So, do you have any plans to possibly be on the national team for 2028? What's your biggest goal with national team stuff?
I mean, yeah, obviously I want to be on the 2028 Olympic team. I mean, I'm an LA kid. I would love to see family and friends all in the
Mhm.
stands. It's definitely a dream of mine. Hopefully this summer I'll be on the VNL roster. I was invited to go train this summer, so we'll see
That's
how that
awesome.
goes. Um, and I mean, it's a fresh start. I might play my fifth year here next year or go play pro. I'm still figuring that out. And
That's pretty cool.
yeah, so I've been really stoked with how USA has gone. I think I had a really transformative summer last summer.
Mhm.
I learned so much from the older guys, and then in the second Pan Am Games, I was able to be a leader and one of the older guys on the team. So that was a really great experience.
That's awesome. It's great to hear that you're going to be working with the team in the VNL. That's actually great. A couple of years ago, I had the chance to watch it in Anaheim while I was leaving there, and it's great to see that you're going through that process and
Hmm.
going to the most enthusiastic possible
Yeah,
way.
it's cool because I mean I think first week is in Brazil, second
Oh
week's in
wow,
Chicago, third week's in Japan, or so. Hopefully, I mean we'll see if I make the roster, but I'll be training with them and we'll see how that goes. So I'm excited to get it all started.
that's awesome. That's awesome. For the second, thirdish question, I had in mind asking you about one thing. After Coach John Sproul left UCLA, how is everything going? I know I've heard the coach is good. I've heard that things are going great. Like, and at least the season is going better than it was at the beginning.
Hmm.
But it's definitely different. Coach John Sproul was there for so long, and
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, change is always difficult no matter what or who steps in the position. So at first it was a challenge for sure, but I think Hawks is doing a fantastic job and
yeah.
great assistant coaching staff and just really good pieces to help us kind of progress throughout the season.
Hmm.
So I don't really have any complaints right now. I think
That's
the coaches
awesome.
are doing a great job and the players are definitely um, kind of figuring it out as well. And there's definitely some new leadership and some new guys taking different roles. So so far it's been great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I was kind of surprised at the time when Coach Sproul left, but knowing like a bit about UCLA, kind of everyone should have figured out that you guys would still play amazingly well no matter what.
Yeah.
The team was great last year. The team was great this year. Doesn't change much, even though the coach is different. But
Mhm.
like you said, Coach Ox is doing a crazy job. Is doing a good job. So that's awesome to hear. So I have a question. You were talking about possibly going pro or fifth year. Like, do you prefer to go pro or the fifth year? Not gonna lie. Like, just
I can't really say all that much right now. I'm figuring it out. So
that makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah, yeah,
I love the mystery. Not gonna lie.
I know.
That's great to see. It's
Uh, we'll figure it out soon. I'll tell you soon.
oh, that's good. That's good. I'm excited to see it, and there's for sure thousands of people that are also excited to see it
Mm.
because I don't know if you know, but it's not just in America. You have a lot of fans. Like
Yeah.
I'm from Portugal, and all my friends, while I was saying that, oh yeah, Cooper is going to be on the podcast and everything, they're like, oh wow, like that's incredible to have. Like he's a crazy player. Everyone follows you back home, so that's it's good to see that.
It's cool to see. I mean, it's honestly just like the friggin' the videos that are being posted and all the new content creators are
Oh
doing a
yeah,
good job spreading the game across the world. And there's so many people that DM me and they're like, "Oh, we're fans from some whack country," and I'm just like, "All right,
that's crazy.
yeah, cool."
Like, how do you react to all of that? It was just like, oh wow, this is absolutely
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, it's definitely new. I mean, I started with it like last year. I didn't play my first 2 years. I redshirted and then was kind of like a blocking sub, so I didn't get much media attention. And then last year when I started playing, it was different because we had Holly, who was our video
Mhm.
producer, and she does a fantastic job with spreading us throughout the U.S. and globally. So
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
it's interesting, but I kind of just go with it, and I don't know.
I would say that's probably the best way. Um, the best way to face it is just going to be even growing even more with the national team and
Yeah.
everything. So that's good to you face it like that. I do have an interesting question for you, and this is going to be like, yeah, you're at UCLA, but don't think about UCLA. Don't think about rivalry. Who's the best player you have ever faced in college?
Um, I didn't really face him, but Alex Nikolov was like,
Oof.
I remember my freshman year just like shaking his hand in like the line, and he's got some huge mitts. And he was a definitely a big presence. I mean, I played against some amazing players. I played with amazing players. I think that's what like shaped me to who
Mhm.
I am today is having guys like Alex Knight and Champ and Merrick and some freaking studs that have been through our program. And yeah, probably one of the Nikolovs are pretty good.
Yeah, I asked Dylan about this, and he's like, "Yep, probably the Nickelos." He also said Jasper the
Jalen
other night.
Johnson, yeah, he's
Yeah,
pretty good. Yeah.
that's one of the players he talked about. But yes, that's a little crazy. Now that we know that Alex Nikolov is in Italy, hopefully we'll see you soon. We
Yeah.
don't know next year or something, but possibly in Italy too. That would be crazy. That
Yeah.
would be good to see. As a European, I would love to see that. Not gonna lie, but but yeah. So the next question, and it's this is going a little back on your high school, being at Loyola High School, and being Dylan's teammate also, and good friends and everything. I would just like you to give some tips to possibly high school guys and girls um, that want to kind of go into college volleyball. We know that's only like 3% of us that go into college ball, so I'd like to give you some tips.
Yeah, I mean, man, I friggin' struggled in high school. I didn't hit puberty until I was like maybe a junior,
Oh wow.
halfway through junior year. So I wasn't undersized, but I was underdeveloped. So man, I struggled a lot. I got cut. I didn't start on many teams. I got replaced my senior year, like to play out to play opposite for freshmen.
Oh wow.
That was gnarly. Definitely, like one tip I would give is about mentality. I think going into it, you need to have a certain mindset to grow. You have to accept that you're not him. You're not the guy. You're not like you're still in high school. You're still developing. You have to learn from coaches. You have to be able to accept that you're not good enough. You're not like a really great player in high school. No one is. Um, so I think just like learning how to listen to coaches and learning how to apply knowledge into your play. And then also just like play as much as possible. Play beach, play grass, play short court, play whatever you need to do to improve your touch. Because I still know so many guys in college who you put them into a game and there's a ball that's hit to them and they're not going to do anything with that ball. There's like, I don't care if you're a middle, you're a setter, lib, whatever. Like you got to
Mhm.
be able to have good ball control. And I mean, you definitely see in the professional league, USA, and with all the national teams, like everyone on that roster can play. Like you look at Taylor Averill and David Smith, they have great out of system setting. They have great serving. They have good ball control. Like that stuff is really important. So just play as much as possible and really have an open mindset and be able to learn and grow.
That's awesome. I do agree completely with that. So a terrible high school time volleyball wise, or a weird high school time. So yeah, I do agree with that, and for
Yeah.
sure, having ball control is essential. I say that to all my teammates all the time, to
hmm
everyone I know about volleyball. Like, it's just like have ball control, and you'll be a better player. Like
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, people are jumping like crazy nowadays, but that really doesn't matter at
What
the end of
can you say about that, right?
I mean, it's like you can jump crazy, but you don't have ball control, so your play
I do
is
know a lot of those players.
yeah. There's a lot of those players nowadays, and you see it a lot in college. But then when you go overseas and you see the guys that can jump, you're like, okay, but they're actually really good volleyball players.
Mhm. Yeah, I think the step from college to professional, I think it's even bigger than the high school to college. Because I feel
Uh,
sometimes in college we're still like just a bunch of high schoolers. Like
yeah,
we're just still
it's the
trying to
decision
play
making.
crazy.
Yeah, the decision making is on another level, and just
Oh yeah.
certain systems and certain types of playing. Like you got to be able to hit a out of system ball from like friggin' in the stands, like chucked over the
Mhm.
head, and you have to be able to go crank it, or else you're getting subbed out or you're
Yeah,
getting
that
yelled at.
is
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
it is. Okay, so I have two more questions. Nothing too long, but they are basically what would be your starting six of professional players and also college players nowadays? And also, the second question is more related to if you could play a different sport, what sport would be?
Hmm. I'm gonna answer the second question first, just because I mean I would play golf.
Oh, that's
Uh,
cool.
either golf or like if I actually didn't play volleyball and I started from a younger age, I probably would have stuck with baseball or basketball. I was a pitcher, and then basketball I was like, okay, I played in high school, but then I got injured and just quit. But yeah, probably basketball, baseball, or golf because I love golf. My starting six for college, Rowan's my setter. We have a great connection. Um, I mean, I can't like
You're
not
just gonna say your
pick
UCLA
like
team?
I can't not pick my teammates. Like, I mean. Rama's my OH too. Dude's a stud. Can I just go with my UCLA lineup, honestly?
I guess so. I
I'll
guess
have, I'll have,
I
I'll have
tricked you on
Dylan.
this one. I was like,
Yeah,
let's see.
I'll have Dylan as my OH three, I guess. So he can be
Oof.
the best.
Let's see if he's gonna like to hear that.
Nah, it's all love. And then pro starting lineup. Um, I don't know really all that much. I'm kind of new to it, but probably go Christensen is my setter. I think he's butter.
Oh, yep.
I'll probably go Ishikawa as my OH2.
Ooh,
OH1, I would go Leon. Uh,
okay.
Oppo, I mean, Matt Anderson like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I would say Matt still like he's
Still low
insane.
key, he's freaking gnarly. Lib, I'll go Shoji for fun.
Oof.
Um,
There we conflict a little. I love Choji, but like Grebennikov for me is out
yeah,
of this world.
Grabenikov's he's insane. But I'm just keeping it US.
Love that. Love
And,
that.
and then middles, I'll go. Man, I really don't know. Probably just the two USA medals that we got right now.
That sounds
April,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
throw it over. Yeah.
I would probably go for them or not gonna lie, maybe Flavio from Brazil. He's insane.
hmm
Probably
Yeah.
go for those. But yeah.
There's some
Um,
ballers.
yeah, that's for sure. Hope to see you soon in that level too, because
That's the goal.
yeah,
That's where I hope
that's
to be.
awesome.
Yeah.
So actually I do have one last question. And this is about while in college, what was the hardest thing for you to that you faced during all the volleyball time in college during these 4 years?
Mm. Um, I'd say like my first 2 years were really challenging. I came out of high school. I was like not a top five recruit, but I was known as like the potential guy. So I had a lot of pressure that I put on myself and from like family and friends that knew I could do it. So I think just like learning the systems and sprawl was really hard on me, and Hawks was really hard on me my freshman year. I'd get kicked out of practice left and right. Um, and then my second year, I really thought I could play. I was confident in myself, and I didn't. I mean, Alex and Champ did a fantastic job, and I would never. I mean, I don't regret like what happened that year because it
Mm-hmm.
was so important to my development. Um, yeah, I think I just struggled with not playing, and I knew I could be a really good player, and I mean, I hope I'm showing at least that I'm a good player now. But
Oh, you are, you are. That's definitely for sure. Everyone has you on the starting lineup. Every podcast, every page, like at least I saw it every time. I was like, "Yep, OH1, Cooper Robinson.
yeah,
OH2, we never know. Not gonna lie. There's so many good outsides in the country.
yeah, there's great outside. You got like Hannah, me, Rama,
Yeah,
Dylan.
that's insane. It's
Yeah,
insane.
great players.
But yeah,
Um,
that's basically it. Thank you so much. Like
cool, man.
first of all, I know you guys are in season also. Sometimes not have a lot of time. Thank you for having this time for the podcast to share a little bit more about you. It was a pleasure, and just wanted to have you give a little goodbye message to everyone and kind of inspirational, I would say. So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, thank you, Miguel, for having me. This was a little fun podcast. I've never really done this before, but it was cool. I would say just keep going. Like I don't know, man. Um, like the sun always comes up. Like live in the present. Don't think about the past too much because that can really screw your brain up.
oh yeah, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So just go one day at a time, and when you're practicing or when you're playing, like my biggest thing is I try to do a little visualization before I practice every day so I can totally exclude everything that's in my brain and focus on just volleyball and improving myself in my game for 2.5 hours. And then as soon as practice is over, lift is over, whatever, and then I can go back into my different side of my brain and think about other things. But yeah, just live in the present and make sure that you're focused on what you need to do, and then you can relax.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you again, and hope to see you in Cali soon. I'll be around. I'll be there this summer. So yeah, thank you
I'll
again,
be
and have a great night. And yeah, hope to see UCLA do great this year. We never know who's gonna win because this year is insane. Not gonna lie.
It's gonna be a good one. Hopefully we get that three-peat, but we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. That'll be insane too.
Yeah,
3P will be
we got to
crazy.
break that mold.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you so much, and yeah, I'll see you soon.
Alrighty, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Later.